enter this part and give it to me or
Hello guys, welcome back to the weekly Forex analysis. Let's get going and start off with the DXY. And last week, if you remember, we were expecting DXY to make a consolidation and then continue the uptrend, if you remember, and also by the arrows on the screen, this is what I was expected. I was expecting a bit more deeper consolidation to tag the 50% Fibonacci of this candle, the equilibrium zone on the fair value gap, but it only did a flat correction before pushing back up. And in the coming week, I'm expecting DXY to continue to slowly push towards the upside. This might be a sign that the momentum will lose some strength, because I'm expecting the price to slow and steady create local higher highs, and eventually it should give us a consolidation, a pullback before resuming the uptrend. So this is the forecast for the DXY. If the pullback will be a bit deeper, I'm targeting this area here. So let's wait for this scenario. If the price creates a channel inside and then breaks out, you can also use a trend line for that. And after the breakout, you will see a consolidation. Then potentially it could hit this level if the pullback would be a bit deeper, and then we'll resume the uptrend. For Euro USD, similar, we were expecting last week a correction. You see we had this fair value gap with this order block here located, and then a price reaction towards the downside to create a new lower low. So we got like 100 pips towards the downside, and in the coming week we expect a correction. So wait here for a pullback, potentially hitting the lower level of the trend line before resuming the downtrend. But for that to happen, let's wait and see first if this correction will start from the current levels, if it will start gaining some bullish momentum, or if it will take out the low, create a sweep, and then push back up. So we have to pay close attention to this scenario. We don't have a crossover on the MACD. I would expect the price to give us a cross before we get another drop. So if we see the price going up, I won't be interested in the buy. I'll only wait for the price to reach this level, and here I'll be waiting for a reaction. If the reaction will be bearish, then happy days will go down again and we'll break this low, targeting the daily fair value gap below. For pound USD, exactly the same scenario, consolidation towards this fair value gap, but as you can see, the price is still ranging at some point. It's in the same spot. It's creating a flat structure. So this here might drop a bit more before consolidating, reaching this level, this liquidity area above. And then we should wait for a reaction to see if the price will drop from here or if it will continue to go up. But my expectation is that because of the DXY will be strong in the next few weeks, I'm expecting all the majors to correct before dropping again and continuing the local downtrend. For dollar yen, last week we were expecting a consolidation. We had the Fibonacci level on our Discord server. We were waiting for the 50% area to be tagged on this candle, and as you can see, the price reacted from that zone and moved more than 200 pips towards the upside. You can see this was a nice consolidation. If you'd have bought it, you would have made 200 pips. We got a new higher high, and at the moment the weightings are looking, I'm expecting here the price to continue to make small consolidations, push back up, but eventually I'm expecting the price to drop and then push back up. I'm expecting this consolidation to occur as well, because we have this up wave. We had another up wave here with this pullback, so we have this extended third wave as we speak. So we might get here a drop at some point, a consolidation, and then continuation towards the upside. For dollar CAD, we were expecting last week the bullish momentum to continue, but we didn't get any consolidation. The price was moving very fast towards the upside. We didn't got any setup. So if you managed somehow to take this trade, congratulations, you'd have made more than 200 pips. So at the moment, I'm expecting a pullback for USDCAD because this trend is very strong towards the upside. So waiting for a pullback before continuation and a new local higher high here, okay? For pound yen, expecting this one to break the top. We were expecting this from last week. I was expecting this consolidation to finish and eventually take the top, but the momentum was not so fast. So here we got another pullback, and now the price is starting to push back up. So we expect here a new higher high to be created. I don't see any setup for pound yen. It's just that the momentum is strong and there are small candles inside, so it's very hard to catch a trade inside this level. So personally, I would wait for the price to take out the top and give us a pullback afterwards to get another trade towards the upside. Gold, last week expected this pullback to occur, and then we wanted to see another drop towards the trend line. The price moved 500 pips in our direction and then started to push back up with the CPI news. So as you can see, now we are at a critical point. We have a breakout. We have a trend line breakout as well. So very important to watch the price action, because if the price action here will be corrective, most likely the price will push back up. If not, considering the fact that this is a supply area, if we see the price going down fast, followed by a ranging price action, most likely this will drop towards the demand, towards the discount level. So these are the two options. So very important to wait here for the price action to see what's gonna happen next. So again, if we see the price correcting, most likely we'll head back up. If not, if we see a sharp drop followed by a consolidation, then we're gonna target the demand and the discount area. Silver, last week expected the price to continue to push back down. It was one of two scenarios that we highlighted. This was the second one actually, and we expected the price to drop, create a chalk, and then pull back to continue the downtrend. And so far so good. The price is moving as expected. And the other scenario was that after we broke this top, I was saying that if the price action here will be corrective, then most likely we'll push back up. But as you can see, this is the importance of watching the price action closely, because if you would have tried to buy this one from here, from all these levels, you'd have got stopped out. So you see the momentum was strong towards the downside. The price broke, created a chalk, and now it's pulling back. So the way things are looking here, if we break this, let me delete the drawings. If we break these areas again, I'm expecting the price to continue to push back down for silver. This is only a correction, by the way, in the grand scheme of things. So I'm not expecting this to go down below the $27-26 level. So for me personally, I'll be waiting for the price to consolidate to finish this correction, and then we'll be looking for buy setups. So this one is not ready yet. We have to wait a bit more. For oil, last week expected a pullback from these levels. The price started to push back up and then eventually pulled back. So the way things are looking, I'm expecting the price with this current wave up that it created a chalk to push back down, finish this consolidation before continuing towards the upside. And I'm expecting this to be the start of a daily uptrend. If we look on the bigger time frame, you will see what I'm talking about. So this is the level that I wanted to see taken out by a bullish wave. So we got a strong close above, and then this pullback came. This is on the daily time frame, so I'm expecting here this pullback to finish before continuing the uptrend, potentially in the medium to long term hitting the 80, 85 or $90 levels. These are the take profit levels that I'll be watching if you're a long-term trader. So now we have to wait here for a bullish reaction, and if we see that followed by a consolidation, then this could be a nice trade to take into consideration. S&P, all the US indexes are going up. So as you can see, we got a breakout from this correction. The price made a flat pattern above, started to push up, creating a new higher high, and now I'm expecting another consolidation, small one, and then continuation towards the upside. So I don't see any buy setups at the moment. So we might drop at some point, eventually targeting this area, because we have a gap here that needs to be filled at some point. But I think this discussion will be for another time. This isn't ready as we speak. We don't have any divergence on the MACD. We only had these lows here, equal lows, which could be potentially targeted at some point in the future. And here the MACD is gaining some momentum towards the upside, so I think the uptrend is here to stay for a while before eventually dropping towards the trend line or towards this gap that we have. For Nasdaq, similar. We were expecting the price to take out the previous top inside this correction. We were expecting 2 weeks ago a reaction from this level, and we are seeing that if we see a bearish reaction followed by a consolidation, this most likely will continue down. But as you can see, it didn't. It pushed back up, creating a break of structure and then consolidating for more bullish momentum. And at the moment, I think this will continue to push back up, eventually making pullbacks along the way. And we'll see the 21K level hit in a very short period of time. I think that is the next level to watch. The previous top, which is at 20,750. So I'm expecting here the price to continue to push back up, potentially pulling back at some point along the way before resuming the uptrend and creating a new all-time high. Bitcoin, last week we were expecting the price to finish this consolidation, push back up, eventually taking out this top. We only got half of the move, and then the price started to create a complex pullback, and the pullback looks like this. You see we got this liquidity sweep below. So afterwards the price started to give us a bullish reversal, correction, and now we got another wave up which broke the previous level, creating a local chalk. So if we get here a consolidation, I'm expecting the price to push back up, take out the previous top, and to eventually hit the 70K level in a short period of time, maybe a few weeks from now. We have to watch it. Now I'm going to move on to a few exotic pairs, crosses. So pound yen, we went through it. Euro yen, same scenario as all the yen pairs, expecting the price to take the previous tops. We have equal highs above, so I'm expecting this area to be targeted, the price to take the highs out of the game and head a bit deeper in towards the FVG, the daily FVG zone. So waiting for the price to push back up and eventually pulling back before continuing the uptrend. This is the forecast for Euro Yen. Euro Swiss franc, if you trade this might be a nice buy setup from these levels. It's starting to show us some signs of upside. This could be a classical bear trap, having this wave down and this looking like the price action is correcting. The price targeting the discount, the previous discount area. This means that if we get here a break of structure followed by a pullback, this will be a nice trade to take into consideration for the upside for Euro Swiss franc on the 4-hour time frame. So as I was saying, wait for the price to take out this level, create a break of structure, wait for the price to correct, and if you get a reaction towards the upside, this would be a nice trade to take into consideration. Swiss franc versus the Japanese yen. This one keeps pushing up, but is slow and steady, starting to lose some momentum. And the way things are looking, I'm expecting at some point to get a breakout, a strong breakout of this trend line. And if we take out this level below, I'm expecting to see the price ranging. And if this is the case, then we might drop a bit deeper towards this level. This is a daily fair value gap area, and this could be the pullback that will trigger the next move up, because all the yen pairs look like they will head over towards the upside in the medium to long term. So I'm expecting at some point from now and then to give us some pullbacks along the way, and if that happens, we'll be prepared to take the buys. If not, if we get the setup, a nice setup, a sell setup from these levels, then we might take this trade as well towards this daily fair value gap. But for that to happen, I would like to see the price action correcting after a strong breakout of the trend line and also of this zone. So we have to pay close attention to this possibility. Pound New Zealand, this one I'm expecting the bullish momentum to continue. As you can see, we got the break of structure. We also have a chalk, and now the price is correcting. We got the trend line. We hit this discount level, and now the price is starting to break out of the trend line. And if we get here a few candles ranging or a corrective pattern, a flat pattern, then the price will most likely push up to take out this top again. There's a nice daily level that I highlighted above. As you can see, it's a supply level which has a lot of liquidity, so I'm expecting the price to target this area as well. So if we see here, this might be a nice buy setup, and if we see here a consolidation on the 4 hours, then this could be a nice trade towards the upside to take. For Australian dollar versus the Canadian dollar, I'm expecting the momentum to continue towards the upside. Overall, we are in an uptrend, as you can see, wave up, correction, another wave up, and then the price made a pullback. Zooming in here, you'll see that the price broke out, consolidated, pushed back up, took all these levels here, and now we might get a deeper pullback before continuation towards the upside. This is a nice area to watch for a potential buy setup if the price will range here a bit more and give you a bullish reaction followed by a small consolidation on the lower time frames. Then this could be a nice trade to take into consideration. Natural gas, this one, last time we spoke about it, we're expecting a consolidation to occur, as you can see by the drawings on the screen, and then the price to continue towards the downside. The way things are looking right now, we just hit this trend line and we broke it with a few candles. So at the moment, if we see here the price action ranging, I'm expecting a drop towards this liquidity level. You see we have a fair value gap with an order block below. So this might be a nice area to watch for a potential bullish reaction, because in the grand scheme of things, you see that the momentum is very strong towards the upside, and I am expecting a consolidation to occur, a deeper degree consolidation for the price to push back up and eventually take out this top. We have equal highs above, so there is another good indication that there's liquidity sitting above. So all the analysis points towards the upside. We have to wait for a bullish reaction either from the current level. If we see the price spiking up, taking out this level, consolidating, then this is our buy setup. If not, if this decides to correct, push back down one more time, we have to watch this level for the same bullish reaction that I was talking about, breakout, consolidation, and then another push up. Ethereum, this one is moving towards the upside. We got a break of structure. So now if we get here a consolidation, I'm expecting the price to reach the 2,700 level in the midterm. So this is my forecast for Ethereum as well. Bitcoin bullish, Ethereum bullish as well. And cocoa, for cocoa, we're expecting this to be a good investment opportunity. If you guys want to invest in a commodity, this will be a good one to have a look at. So here the price is in a big uptrend on the weekly, as you can see. Reminds me of Bitcoin a bit. So we have this whole wave coming up from the lower levels, this consolidation, and now the key is to watch this part here on the lower time frames. So for that, let's go on the daily. And on the daily, the price is ranging and it created a lot of liquidity at this level. So two options here, either the price will go and hit this liquidity level above, and if that happens, we have to watch for a reaction. It's very important to watch for a reaction here. If the price will correct, most likely it will continue to push back up, and this might be the start of the reversal. Or if the price will hit a roadblock here with this fair value gap and give you a bearish reaction followed by a small consolidation or a range, then most likely will drop, eventually hitting this liquidity level on the daily time frame. As you can see, we have here a potential target if the price will decide to pull back deeper. So keep in mind these two options, and keep an eye as well on the lower time frames, because it's very important. Every move starts on the lower time frame, so don't forget these two scenarios that I highlighted for you guys. Very important, this area to watch. And before we end the stream, I would like to ask you guys if you have any questions. So let me know if you want to cover any other pair.
From the guys in Discord, there aren't any questions, Alex.
Okay.
I think no one has any questions. So
Let me know.
yeah.
If there are other instruments that you'd like us to cover. I mean, I can think about a few, maybe pound chief, pound AUD, euro AUD. I don't know. The list goes on and on and on. So
No, I was looking for EURNZD
EURNZD.
for a short setup. Yeah.
Let's see, EURNZD. It's a bit risky, to be honest, because let me highlighted for
Okay.
you. We have here, you can see we're in a big uptrend on the daily, crystal clear. We got the sweep above, and now the price pulled back. And essentially, this is basically a flip pattern when you have a three-wave pattern here with a liquidity sweep above. Usually the price comes back down towards the core zone, towards the previous consolidation where there's a lot of liquidity, and then starts to reverse. So this is what it's happening right now. We have this wave up, we have this consolidation, as you can see, and then the price pushed back up, created this sweep above, and now it
Yeah.
pulled back down. And now it's starting it's starting to look like it's gonna go back up, because if we zoom in here, you'll see that we have a chalk. This was a sweep, so most likely the price will correct inside this area before continuing the uptrend. So let's move to the 4-hour time frame. And now very important to watch here, because we had this is the first correction, the bigger correction that we have. So this might be it, and the price could start to push back up. If you want to look for sell setups, though, you have to wait a bit more for the price action to push back up. And at some point, if you see something sharp here followed by a pullback, then you might get a chance for this trade, but at the risk of missing this trade. So you need to choose what's what's the bigger
Yeah. I got
what's the
you.
bigger
Yeah.
risk to reward and the bigger probability, you know. And sometimes is I mean, always is best to trade with the trend. And if you want to counter trend, you have to scalp a bit or take profits fast, because you might get stuck into a trade that you will want to get rid of in the future, and also miss the bigger degree move. So personally, I don't see here any signs of sell setups. We might continue to go down one more time to take out this low. I'm not saying that because we don't have any cross on the MACD. So this might be the case before pushing back up. But this could be, and I am 80% to 90% convinced that this will be a very short-term trade, if it will happen. So
Oh,
so
okay,
yeah,
I got it. Okay, so another pair I was looking for CAD CHF.
CADCHF. I think you posted that on the group. Is that right?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was a nice buy setup, if I remember. CADCHF. Yeah. Yeah, very
It's
very good looking.
it's a sort of ranging, but I've just marked the Fibonacci 0.5 level for a sell.
Oh, okay. Just a second. You mean this one here from the last swing low, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was looking at this possibility. So here, if you go to the lower time frames, you have to wait for some. I mean, you don't have anything here, so I wanted to see if you'd have had a potential chalk along the way to take out, pull back, and then go back down. But the one that's the closest is this one. So I don't know if it's worth it to wait for a move like this, pull back, and risk this whole amount if this wants to go down, because remember that the CAD is not that strong. Remember, USDCAD is pushing back up. Also, the chief pairs, if you think at the Swiss franc as a safe haven, similar
yeah,
to the yen pairs, they have the same tendencies. So here there are two red flags. First, the CAD being being weak, and the yen being weak as well. So this means that the CAD will be a bit stronger, because in these cases the safe havens are stronger when the price moves like this. The yen pairs, the Swiss franc pairs. So also, if you remember, the Euro Swiss franc analysis is the same.
yeah.
So we can also go to USDCHF after we go through this to show you that it's also looking like it's going to continue towards the upside. So here you might see a consolidation and a potential drop, but the problem with this is that it's not that it isn't a valid setup, because we hit a nice level for a reaction. The problem is that this correction is way too low. I would have loved to see this correction somewhere around here, you know, because that would mean that here you would have got your swing breakout, pullback,
Yeah.
and then you would have got a nice, potential nice risk to reward trade to target at least the discount level or not on your
Yeah.
lower low. So this is my problem with this one. Other than that, I don't see it having a setup for the upside because we need some more candles above, and afterwards, if we see here a pullback, the price action ranging, I can think that this will eventually go up. If you want to be even to play it even safer, you have to wait for a breakout, pullback, and then this will be the trade. But it will take some time to develop, especially on this pair, because from what I remember, this one moves very, very slow.
Yeah.
So
No, actually, I was looking at fundamentals for the Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar is getting weaker from last 4 to 5 months, and I would say the Swiss franc is getting stronger in last 2 weeks. The USD and SXY as well. Both are getting stronger actually. That's why in the crosspair for CAD and CHF, I got this short trade.
yeah, this could be the good thing is that you don't have divergence here between these two lows.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
if I told you the only problem for me is that if you go to the lower time frames, you don't. This level here is way too low for my preference. So
Okay.
right now, if for example this wants to go down, personally I would wait for a breakout and then a deeper pullback if you get one. If not, it's I feel like I'm asking too much of the market to give me this perfect setup, you know. So
Uh-huh. Okay.
so
Yeah, I get
if you
it.
see something, I mean, I don't know, even lower than that, I don't recommend to go. But you see, the momentum is very strong towards the upside at the moment. So maybe what can happen here is that the price could let it finish this correction, let it go. Sorry, let it go. Let it finish this correction first. Let it go up one more time, and then you also have a sweep, and
Yeah.
the potential for a down wave will be more likely because this area will be closer to your impulse. So if you get here a drop followed by a pullback, you can take your chances with this one. But
Oh,
other than that, I don't encourage you to trade it from here. Wait a bit more. Personally, what I can tell you is to wait a bit more, wait to see if the price will give you this pullback, consolidation, and if you see a sweep afterwards with the momentum losing strength, then you should wait for a chalk, pullback, and continuation. Other than that, if you see here the price action ranging, then this will be the key. So here you have to take it step by step because, to be honest, I don't exactly know what to expect from this one. So in this case, I prefer to take the pair step by step instead of preaching about up or down because that's easy to do. So anyone can do that, and I want to be a bit different and take it step by step. Okay?
okay, got it. So, one other thing which I am watching at USDCAD. Let me just drop a screenshot. Give me a second, just let me
Sure,
just
sure. Take
drop
your
one
time.
screenshot. Yeah. Yes, connect. Yeah. Creative part. Yeah, I drop an image in chart analysis.
Yeah, just a second. Let me bring it up here. So, um, Yeah, you're saying that from what I can see here, you're expecting the bullish momentum to continue, but first you expect a consolidation, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
correct.
right.
That's correct.
And what I was looking, these are the both are the same when which I marked. Looks like a same that the market stop at the support and then it's drop exactly the same as uh current market.
Well, if that happens, then we should be happy because we can trade it towards the downside as well. And to be honest, I'm expecting here on CAD to make a deeper pullback because look at the strength of this impulse, and this at some point has to correct, and it won't correct like this small flag and then push back up. It will correct very deep when that happens, and I'm expecting this move as well. I think we are also, if we look on the weekly time frame, we have a nice level. Where was it? I think this one here to take a look at. So there's plenty of liquidity. So this is a strong level, and also there's liquidity above. So even if the price will push back up at some point, I'm expecting to drop. Look at this candle how it looks. So it has
Yeah,
a lot of strength. So this needs to pull back at some point. Look, even here with this candle, this pulled back and then resumed the uptrend. You see, so this is what I'm expecting as well, a deeper pullback before continuation, because this doesn't go in a straight line no matter what. So at some
yeah.
point it has to
Actually,
correct. I agree, it looks messy. It didn't, for example, it didn't give any setups. You could have said that, okay, we had here a small flag, but I wouldn't traded that. I would have liked to see, I don't know, 4 or 5 candles inside before going up. I like to play it a bit more safe. So
exactly.
this here doesn't happen that often, the a strength like this in a 4-hour trend. So this has to pull back at some point. So it can pull back hard because, to be honest, if this pulls back, I don't know where it could stop because there's the candles are not looking that good inside this whole wave up.
Yeah,
But I'm expecting this to happen. So if I see a setup on the lower time frames, I mean, a breakout with a pullback, then I might be considering to take a nice chunk of trade here to go down one more time before resuming. I mean, we need at least a three-wave structure, a three-wave structure towards the downside before resuming the uptrend. This could also be complex, could be making a lot of messy stuff inside before pushing back up, you know, and when that will happen, it will play with our minds because most of the traders will think that, oh my God, this is going down now. No, because this will take a
exactly.
lot of
Yeah,
time to develop, you know. So let's wait
sure.
to see what happens. But yeah, I agree with your view on USDCAD. This is what I'm expecting. Either like you highlighted from this level, I think it's the same level that I
Yeah.
have on the weekly to get a consolidation, either from this area. In either case, both of these levels are valid. And from both of them, I'm expecting a reaction up to continue and eventually targeting this supply level above.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that's it. And one other thing that I have watched the chart of Fred actually. The Fred is using 30 years of seasonals in Euro USD. Does that actually work, or uh, from where you're getting those chart of seasonality?
Is Fred around? So he can
Yeah.
answer on.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. Yeah, so because it's 30 years of data accumulated, so they say that pretty much every month has a specific profile. So specific months they will be bearish or bullish. So you need to take that into consideration when you're looking at uh, movement in the market, see what previous years. So 30 years is 30 years together, and then they give you an average over the last 30 years what the market did during that month. And usually it's right. So I will not go if I see my price is bearish and then the 30 years also tell me it's bearish, then I will think that this month is going to be a bearish month. That's why.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So when I
Actually,
see,
I am also, yeah,
yeah,
I'm
it's a
also
confluent.
looking at 20 years actually. Yeah.
Okay.
So is that a paid, I would say, or from where you're getting those charts?
It's on the web. It's I can't remember. There's a company. You just get them from the website. I'll post the link
Okay,
if I can find it. Okay.
sure. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's it
Okay.
from my side.
So, are there any other questions, guys? If not, I'm gonna end the stream.
Thank you very much, Alex. Very
Thank
good.
you, guys. I'm gonna post the recording on the general chat for everyone that missed today's session. So I'm gonna get to work after I end the stream, and you'll have it on the general on our Discord. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
Thanks a lot,
thank
guys.
you.
Alex.
Trade with care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.